Good morning, class ninth. So today I'm going to start new chapter, which is structure of the atom, which is chapter 4. And one thing before I'm going to start this chapter, we need to recall all the taught chapter. We finished chapter 1, matter in our surrounding. Second, is matter around us pure? Third, atoms and molecules. Okay. Next, chapter 5, the fundamental unit of life, which is cell. 6, tissue. Okay. Now then after chapter 8, motion. Chapter 9, force and laws of motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 chapter we finished during these online classes. So today I am going to start new chapter, and this chapter is the last chapter of chemistry. So let us start. In chapter 3, means in atoms and molecules, we already learned about the fundamental building blocks, of matter. Atoms and molecules are the fundamental buildings of blocks of matter, and the existence of different kind of matter due to the different atoms consisting them. Okay, there are the different types of matters are there in our surrounding. So because of they are constituent of different types of atom. Now the question arises, what make the atom of one element different from the atom of another element? What are the things that make difference from one atom of an element to one atom of other element? Are atoms really indivisible? Because according to Dalton's atomic theory, which we learned in chapter 3, according to Dalton, he said that atoms are indivisible. They are not further divided into any small particles. Okay, we shall find out the answer of these questions in this chapter, and we will learn about the subatomic particles and the various models that have been proposed to explain how all these particles are arranged within the atoms. Okay, so in this chapter we talk about structure of atoms, means what are the things present inside the atom, is any sub particles are present inside the atom. Okay, a major challenge before the scientists at the end of 19th century was to reveal the structure of the atom as well as to explain the important property. And the structure of atom is based on the series of experiment. One of the first indication that the atoms have not divisible come out the study of static electricity and the condition under which the electricity is conducted by the different substances. Okay, see, first of all, the main focus of scientists to fill the postulates of Dalton, because according to Dalton, atoms are indivisible. See, the first topic of this chapter 4.1, charge particle in matter. For the understanding the nature of the charge particle in matter, let us carry out the following activities. Okay, comb dry hair. Does the comb then attract the small piece of paper? Yes. Rub a glass rod with a silk cloth and bring a rod near a inflated balloon. Observe what happens. So when you rub anything that generate heat, okay, when you rub two stones that generate fire, okay, from these activities we can conclude that on rubbing of two objects together they become electrically charged. Where does the charge come from? Okay, this is the very important question, and these questions can be answered by knowing that the atom is divisible and consists of the charge particle. Okay, by this experiment we say that scientists are able to think that atoms are not indivisible, atoms are divisible into charged particles. Okay, whether it is positive, negative, or both. Many scientists contribute in revealing the presence of charged particle in an atom. It was known by 1900 that the atoms was indivisible particle but contained at least one subparticles, the electron identified by J.J. Thomson. So J.J. Thomson is the first scientist who detect or who find out the first subparticles of an atom, which is electron. And even before the electron was identified, E. Goldstein in 1886 discovered the presence of new radiation in a gas discharging called canal ray, and these rays were positively charged radiation, which ultimately lead to discovery of another subparticles, which is known as proton. Okay, so J.J. Thomson discovered electron and E. Goldstein discovered proton in 1886. So because in this chapter, in this class, we are not going in a depth of the discovery of electron and the discovery of proton. Okay, when you go in class 11th, okay, in class 11th there is same chapter are there in class 11th. You can also search on Google, just type NCERT book of class 11th, okay, chemistry. Then you see a chapter is there, a structure of an atom, same chapter. Okay, and whatever the syllabus of your class is as similar as class 11th. Okay, in that class we explain more about the discovery of electron proton. Okay, but here we just introduce about electron proton. J.J. Thomson discover electron and E. Goldstein discover proton with the help of canal ray that generate a positive charge radiation. Okay, that leads the discovery of another subatomic particle, and this subatomic particle are known as proton. And one thing that you need to remember, the magnitude of electron and proton means the magnitude of both subparticles are same, but the sign is different. Means proton are positively charged particles and electron are negatively charged particles. So magnitude is same but sign is different. Electron having negative value and proton having positive value. Its mass was approximately 2000 times as that the electron, and it was given that the name of proton in general, an electron is represented as E minus and proton as P plus, and the mass of proton is taken as a 1 unit. It's a charge at the plus 1, and the mass of an electron is considered as the negligible of its changes is minus 1. So minus 1 considered as electron 1. The mass of an electron is considered as minus 1, and the mass of one proton, a proton, is taken as 1 unit, which is a charge as a plus 1. Okay, it seemed highly that an atom was composed of protons and electrons mutually balancing their charges, plus minus balance each other. Okay, plus 1 minus 1 is equals to 0, plus minus minus 1 minus 1 0. Okay, so these plus and minus charges balancing the whole atom. Okay, it also appeared that the protons were the interior on the atom, and whereas electron could easily remove off but not protons. Now the big question was, what the sort structure did the particles atom form, and what is the find the answer the question below. Okay, the most important question is that what is the structure of atom, where does these two subatomic particles are present, means proton and electrons, where protons and electron present in atom. Okay, we can find all these answer in next lecture.